let me just introduce myself. I'm Divya. Basically, I have about 7.6 years of experience into data analytics, and I'm working as a Tableau data analyst for one of the MNCs in Hyderabad. And I have about 4+ years of experience into online training in data analytics. And I completed my master's in data science, and I have experience in teaching the subjects like SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Python, statistics, and machine learning. So from today only, we are starting a new batch on Tableau. Okay, so this is about me. Now let me just share my screen. Before starting, just let me know, both of you, like, are you freshers or are you experienced persons, or are you from the IT background or non-IT background?
Yeah, I am from IT background,
Okay.
8+ years of experience,
Okay.
but not into data analytics and all. I'm
Okay. Okay.
basically from QA background.
All right. So did you have a prior knowledge on SQL, Debarshi?
Yeah, I have like a working knowledge on SQL and Oracle.
Great, great, fine. What about you, Ravi?
Yeah, semi like tech support. I worked a couple of years in tech support
Okay,
and few years in non-IT.
all right. So do you have some knowledge on SQL, or are you completely new to SQL?
Yeah, I don't have any knowledge on skill
Okay, no
and data
problem.
analytics.
All right. The reason why I'm asking here is, Tableau, or I can say even the data analytics field is, if anyone is from non-IT background, and if they are, looking forward to transit their career into the data science or data analytics field, this, I mean, if anyone wants to transit into the IT field, data analytics is the one of the best domain, because for even for the non-IT candidates, they will have some kind of advantages here, because data analytics or any visualization tool is used in every domain. Okay, so if you are from non-IT background, and if you are specifically from any domain, like someone will, if you are, if you did your graduation in BTech, if you are from civil background, mechanical background, or if you completed, degree, or if you are from even from the pharmacy background, any of the backgrounds, in your own domain, you can join as a either Tableau developer. Like, once you learn this tool, you can even try in your own domain, so that you will have some knowledge on that particular data. As you are from that particular background, it will be like the domain knowledge is also important here. So like that it is. We have some more students here, like Rashikar and Mohammed. Hi, is this your first class, or did you attended yesterday's seminar?
No, ma'am, this is first class.
Okay, great.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so let's first, actually yesterday was, I just took a seminar, but we are taking the we are starting a new batch from today itself. So no worries, I will once again give you the introduction of Tableau. So yes, let's see first what is a Tableau. I hope my screen is visible for you.
Yeah, it is.
Great. Basically, what is a Tableau? In the sense, I can say Tableau is a visualization tool. Okay, basically we will create reports or visualizations by using Tableau. Okay, so before understanding what is Tableau, let's first try to understand, the what is visualization and what is the importance of visualizations here. To in As this is our first in this class, let's try to understand the importance of Tableau, and eventually we will try to see the user interface of Tableau desktop, and we will start creating our first graph. Okay, so basically, as I said, a Tableau is a visualization tool, or I can say a reporting tool. Okay, so what is visualization first of all? And basically, as you can see, this is, by using Tableau, we can create all the graphical dashboards kind of thing. Okay, so as is, I'm asking what is a visualization in the sense. For example, let me just give you one example to make you understand the importance of visualization. If suppose if suppose I gave you one book and I asked you, if I ask you to understand a story, and that story is presented in that book. Okay, uh, you can understand that story either by reading the book, or if I show you one video, like maybe like short video, like 5 minutes video, and in that video also the entire story is present. Which way is better way to understand the concept or story over there, reading books or watching video? Obviously watching video, right? Because of course by reading books also we can understand the things, but watching videos, that will be, we can understand very easily and quickly by watching videos, because basically human brains reacts to the videos faster. We can understand easily and quickly by watching any kind of visualizations or videos. In the same way, the same concept applies here also. Instead of understanding the data, uh, you know in the form of text, if we can able to convert that data into the visuals or graphs, we can understand and analyze them very easily. Okay, just give me a second. So for example, if you see, this is a screenshot of an Excel file. Okay, here you can see there are 3 columns. If you can see here, let me just zoom it a little bit. If you can see here, we have, I can say this is the employees details. We have employees details here. I have 3 columns like employee name, employee number, and salary. Right here in this screenshot, you can see up to 36 rows. Okay, if I ask you what is the student, what is the employee name who is having highest salary, can you just tell me in few seconds? No, right? You can answer my question, but it will take some time for you to at least understand the data here, or to apply some filters here. By applying some filters, you can able to find what is the highest value here. And here you can see only 36 rows. What if there are thousands of rows? It will be a little bit difficult for you to understand the concept or understand the underlying data here, correct? Or else I can say, if you want to answer me the what is the highest salary here, it will be a little bit difficult for you, right? So instead of this Excel file, if we show you this kind of picture, let me tell you, this is the screenshot of Tableau. Okay, this is basically called as bar graph, and this is created by with the same data which I shown you in this. For the same employee data, we created this bar graph. Here, if you observe, you can visualize everything very clearly, right? And each of this bar indicates the salary of the employee's name, and here the biggest bar indicates the highest salary, and the lowest bar indicates the, smallest bar indicates the lowest salary. Okay, if I ask you the same question, you can answer me within few seconds, right? Like, what is the employee name of the a person who is earning lowest salary? Listen, simply you can see 10,000 here, and the name is Avan, right? 10,000 Shubha. Like that, you can understand and analyze the things here very quickly, right? When comparing to the Excel file, am I correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So this is the importance of Tableau or any visualization tool. Basically, we have many visualization tools in the market like Tableau, Power BI, ClickView, like that. Tableau is one of the reporting tool, or I can say visualization tool. This is the basically importance of all the visualization tools. We can analyze the data very easily by using these tools. Okay. And so with this example, you can understand the importance of visualizations. But generally, let me tell you how we will use this Tableau or any visualization tool in the real time so that you can easily relate it. Okay. So basically, as I said to you previously, in every domain, we will use a Tableau or any visualization tool. Basically, the complete data analytics and data science field is used in every domain. Okay, whether it may be, as I said, finance domain, whether it may be like banking domain, electrical domain, a civil side domain, or even in the agriculture, even in the politics, like everywhere, especially for the e-commerce websites. We have many e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart. If you talk about any food delivery apps like Swiggy, Zomato, like that, we have many apps, right? Even for, if you talk about any something like Uber, Ola, everything whatever we are using in the real time world, in every business, this data analyst or Tableau Tableau tool will be used. Okay, so let's take one example. Like, if I talk about Swiggy here, suppose what Swiggy people will do if they want to analyze the, for example, let's talk about Hyderabad. If they want to analyze the usage of Swiggy in Hyderabad, basically what they all will do, they will for each and every of this kind of business, they will hire some data analysts or Tableau developers. Okay, what their analyst team will do, they will try to analyze the data of that company. If we talk about Swiggy particularly, if they want to analyze the sales or the usage of Swiggy in Hyderabad particularly, what they will do, first they will collect the data. For example, let's talk about last 6 months of data. Data analysts, they will just give the data, the business people or the clients, we can say, they will send the data to the analyst team. Let's talk about Tableau developer here. Okay, they will send the data to the Tableau developer, and Tableau developer, what they will do, they will start analyzing the data and creating some charts. In that we can able to like in that graphs we can able to show, like, suppose if we talk about Hyderabad, they will analyze like in which areas Swiggy is used more, and in which areas people are not using Swiggy much. Depending on the location, they will track. They will there may be many factors. Depending on the factors, they will start analyzing the data. For example, we can also imagine, like, they will try to understand on which restaurants users are ordering food very frequently, and on which restaurants they are not getting much orders, like that. So that by analyzing, whenever we data analysts or Tableau developers will analyze such things, depending on our analyzations only, the business people, like the Swiggy people, what they will do, they will take some business decisions according to our analysis what we made. They will try to come to any conclusions about their business. They will take some decisions in order to increase the profits of their business. Depending on our data, on our graphs which we sent, they will uh, they will what they will do, they will try to understand how to improve their business. Okay, like, Swiggy, they can increase the price of items or price of the restaurants from frequently ordering ones, or they can give some discounts on those restaurants where the sales is less, right? And we can even analyze the users also, who we can get all the user details. We can in our graphs we will create the users who are not at all using Swiggy much. So that what they will do, Swiggy people, they will keep on sending the notifications, and they will give some discounts to them to tempt them to order something, right? Basically in real time we will all experience, we might have experienced these things. We will get notifications regularly, right? This is how this is what it was done at the back end. We analyze the things, analyze all the data, and according to our analyzations, not only Swiggy, any business people, they will decide what to do to improve their business. Okay, there will be many factors, and according to the client requirements, we will create the graphs. This is how Tableau or any visualization tools will be used in the real world. And as I said, based on our analysis only, they will take their business decisions. And I can say this is the only subject which is used in every domain, as I said. And that is the reason Tableau developers are having huge demand in the market right now. I hope you understood how we use the Tableau in the real world. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, clear.
All right. Now, first, let me tell you one thing. As you are here to learn Tableau, let me just tell you one thing. First, whenever after learning Tableau, you can apply for either Tableau developer position. Okay, the role will be like Tableau developer position or data analyst. Okay, you can apply for any of these roles. Particularly, if you want to apply for Tableau developer or data analyst, the first and foremost thing is that you should have sound knowledge on SQL, that is structured query language. Okay, I can say SQL is the backbone for Tableau developer. For learning Tableau or to becoming a data analyst, SQL will be the backbone. Not only data analyst, for any field, any I can say any job role in complete data science, SQL will be the backbone. Okay, because as most of you may already know that data analyst is a part of data science only, and data science is the most trending I can say domain in the market right now. Correct? So to become a Tableau developer, basically data analyst is a part of the data science, and Tableau developer is one of the visualization tools which is used by the data analyst. So once you learn Tableau, you can apply for either Tableau developer role or data analyst role. And you know to apply this or to get to to get placed or to get jobs, first you need to know SQL perfectly. Basically, for any of this role, either a Tableau developer or data analyst, maximum first round they will, in any of the companies, if it is a startup or if it is a MNC, first round they will conduct on SQL only. In the second round only, they will test you on Tableau. This is what we have experienced practically. Most of the companies, they will check you on Tableau and on SQL, then only they will test you on Tableau. So I can say if you are perfect in Tableau and if you don't have much knowledge on SQL, it will be difficult for you to get jobs. Okay, if you are having already some knowledge on SQL, that is fine, or else please try to learn SQL parallelly. And here in this course in DurgaSoft, we will also, along with the Tableau, we will also teach you SQL Server. But I cannot say that we won't teach all the concepts in SQL, but we will teach some basics of SQL. Okay, we will teach SQL Server. We will cover some basic concepts which are used to the basic concepts to understand to use the Tableau. And after explaining all the basics concepts of the SQL Server, we will see how we will connect this SQL Server to the Tableau and how we will generate the files. I mean, how we will generate the Tableau reports. Okay. So as I said, to become a Tableau developer, data analyst, we need to know SQL and Tableau. If it is a Tableau developer role, SQL and Tableau is enough. And if you want to become a data analyst, along with the SQL and Tableau, if you learn Python, that will be very good. Like if you can see any of the job descriptions, I cannot say if you learn Python only you will become a data analyst. If you can observe any of the job descriptions for any of the companies, must have skills will be SQL and Tableau, and good to have skill will be Python. If you learn Python, that is well and good. If you don't have knowledge on Python also, you can start your career as a Tableau developer or data analyst. And eventually after maybe after 3 or 4 years, if you want to grow in your career, then at that time you need to learn Python is a programming language, but it is again a very easy programming language. Anyone can learn very easily. The reason why I'm explaining all these things is that I believe you should know, the prerequisites or the things before learning this, correct? Then only you can understand. Am I clear? So if you are good at SQL, that will be great. Or else please try to, practice SQL along with the Tableau. That will help you a lot. Okay. And here in this course, we will teach a Tableau very practically. I'm going to explain each and every topics, with the real-time databases only. I will use real-time database and I'll explain every concepts very practically. Along with the Tableau, I will teach some basics of SQL. Okay, and first let's try to understand the Tableau products. How many Tableau products are available in the market? And then I will explain you how many products we are going to cover in this course. Okay, basically these are all the Tableau products available in the market. That is Tableau Desktop, Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, Tableau Server, Tableau Online, and Tableau Prep. Okay, we have 6 products, 6 different products from Tableau. Basically, Tableau Desktop is the one which are used by the Tableau developers. Okay, by using Tableau Desktop only, we will create all the Tableau graphs or reports or dashboards. Okay, this is what we will use. We being a Tableau developers or data analysts, we will work on Tableau Desktop only. Okay, and what is this remaining products in the sense? Let's see one by one. If I talk about Tableau Server, Tableau Server is basically used by the Tableau admin people. As many of you know, for each and every domain, there will be developers and admins, right? For Tableau also, there will be Tableau developers and there will be Tableau administrators. So basically, Tableau developers will use Tableau Desktop and Tableau administrators will use Tableau Server. In Tableau Server, we have many features like we can track the use of the Tableau Desktop by using Tableau Server only. Like if any user uses Tableau Desktop, how much time did that particular user used, or what if they made any major changes in the Tableau Desktop settings, all those things will be tracked in the Tableau Server. And this is done by, of course, admins only. But to let you understand, I'm explaining that what all things we can do in the Tableau Server. First thing, we can track the usage of Tableau Desktop, and the second thing, we can Tableau admin people will have the some kind of settings. They can able to do some kind of settings. They can able to change some kind of settings, or they can have some I can say they can give some. They will have some kind of privileges. For example, once you create any Tableau, Tableau dashboard, and if you share to anyone, Tableau admin people are the one who will give the access for that Tableau dashboard. Okay, or else I can say that report. If you share any report, admin people only will give the access for this report, and they will decide the role also, who can view this report, who can edit this report. For example, if you remember, whenever we are sharing any file in the drive also, we can give the access privileges there, like edit option, just only view option, like that, right? The same thing goes with here also. In Tableau reports also, all these settings will be done by using Tableau Server. Admin people only will do that. But if being Tableau developers, if we have some knowledge on Tableau Server, that will be the best thing or added advantage for us. So for that, I will also explain Tableau Server in our course. Once we are done with all the Tableau Desktop concepts, we will have specifically like 2 to 3 classes on Tableau Server. In that classes, I will show you how we will work on Tableau Server, how we can change all these settings. And there is something called as very interesting thing, something called as scheduling. Okay, what is scheduling in the sense? For example, we in our real time we will receive many automated emails. If you observe, I don't know whether you experience it or not. If we subscribe to any of the main we have many ads. If we talk about any apps like maybe Amazon, Mintra, if we just subscribe to it, we will keep on getting some mails to our mail ID at one particular time, right? Or else, let me take another example. Suppose you are a Tableau developer. Okay, you logged into your work, and for example you worked from 10 a.m. to something like 6 p.m. or 8 p.m., like that. Just imagine like that. Okay, on the daily basis, just example, at the 6 p.m., okay, at the 6 p.m. you want to what suppose you if you logged in at 10 a.m., at 6 p.m. you want to share your Tableau dashboard to your manager. Like, the work which you done from the morning, you want to send that dashboard to your manager on daily basis. Usually we'll work from weekdays, right? Monday to Friday, correct? So instead of sharing that file daily to your manager, what you can do here, there is one option called as scheduling in Tableau server. You can create a schedule. You can select that Tableau file, and you can give the mail ID of your manager, and you can add the you can schedule one event there. We can even select the dates and time, that is which we call as frequency. Like, Monday to Friday every day, like Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. I want to send this file. We need to choose the time and dates there, and we need to create a schedule. Automatically, daily at that prescribed, at that given time, at that mentioned time, that file will be sent to our manager on the daily basis. We don't need to log in every day, and we don't need to send that file every day. That is something called as scheduling, which is done in Tableau server. And with the very interesting concept, let's see how to create this scheduling also. Let's learn everything whenever we are discussing about Tableau server. Okay, this and of course, not only this, there are many things in the Tableau server, but mostly Tableau admin people only will work on it. But if you mention some things, at least 30% of the things which is done on the Tableau server in your resume, it will be, it will create a great impact. So that's the reason we included the some concepts of Tableau server also in this course. Okay, so this is about Tableau server. Next, we have something called as Tableau reader. Reader is nothing but if we save any kind of Tableau, graphs or dashboards on the Tableau reader, that is basically one of the product of Tableau. If we save any files on the Tableau reader, anyone can access very easily. For example, I can say, just like our computer or desktop, if we save any notepad, like text file or Excel file in our laptop, what we will do, we will just, whenever we want to access that file, we will just open our system, we will just open that file, right, without anyone's permission. And sometimes even without the internet also, we can access the text files, right? The same thing can be done in Tableau reader. That is also even without anyone's permission, and even some files, not all the files, some files even without internet, any user can access this Tableau reader. What all if what all this if any files are saved on the Tableau reader, all that files can be accessed by any user for free. And whatever Tableau, Tableau reports or Tableau graphs we uploaded on the Tableau reader, that will be, the data will be safe also. They will use many security levels. There is no, sorry, data. The data or the graphs which were uploaded on this Tableau reader will be safe. That will be confidential only. Okay, so this is one of the product of the Tableau reader. Okay. Sorry, this is Tableau reader is one of the product of the Tableau. Okay. Next, we have something called as Tableau Public. Tableau Public is, we don't use Tableau. Basically, Tableau Public is used by journalists or bloggers. If they want to, upload any graphical chats or graphical things online, they will use Tableau Public and they will upload it. They will upload all of their I can say graphical articles. If they want to upload any articles graphically, they will use the Tableau Public. Okay. Next, we already discussed about Tableau server. We have something called as Tableau Online. We being the Tableau developers or data analysts, we everyone should have our own Tableau online accounts. Okay. Basically, by we need to log in into our online accounts, and from Tableau online account only, we will share all our Tableau uh, files or Tableau dashboards to any of our employees or any of your manager or clients. If you want to share the files, we will share it by using Tableau online accounts only. That is, I can say something like a Google Drive. We all know about Google Drive, right? Whenever we want to share any files, we will just log into the Google Drive and we can share the files. We can store the files in the Google Drive and we can share the files from there. Correct? So in the same way, Tableau Online is an account. We need to register ourselves. We need to create our own account. Whenever we want to share the files, we will share it by using Tableau Online only. Again, in our course, I will show you how to create the Tableau Online accounts and how to share the files also. We will going to learn. Okay. And the next and the last product is Tableau Prep. This is a newly added Tableau product. Few years ago only Tableau Prep is introduced. This is basically Tableau Prep is basically an ETL product. Okay, ETL in the sense extraction, transformation, and loading. You might already heard about this ETL. There are many ETL tools available in the market. If we talk about Tableau, Tableau Prep is the ETL tool of Tableau: extraction, transformation, and loading. Basically, what we will do by using Tableau Prep, we will extract our data. We will perform all the ETL actions by using Tableau Prep. Basically, I can say we can perform in some kind of filters, or we can do some kind of cleaning of the data by using Tableau Prep. We will have particularly 3 to 4 classes on the Tableau Prep also. We will learn this tool also in our course. Okay. So this is about the Tableau products. These are all. We have six available Tableau products. So in our course, along with the basically most of the work being the Tableau developers, we will work on Tableau desktop only. Okay. Along with the Tableau desktop, in our course, we are going to learn Tableau server, Tableau online, and Tableau prep, which will be the greatest added advantage for you. Okay. So this is about the Tableau products. Am I clear? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Whatever I explained so far, is it clear for you, everyone? Guys, please let's keep this session interactive. You can even reply to me in chat, or you can just unmute and you can talk to me. Great. So this is about the Tableau products, and these are some of the features of Tableau. But for now, let's concentrate on the user interface of Tableau. Let's discuss about the features of Tableau in tomorrow's class. Okay. So for that, I will open Tableau desktop now. Once we are getting to our actual classes, I will show you the installation process of Tableau. Okay, Tableau desktop, and the installation process of SQL Server as well. Okay. Now, once I open my Tableau desktop, this is the user interface of Tableau. This is the page which I will get first. Okay. And first and foremost thing, I forgot to explain for you. Basically, whenever I explain about the features of Tableau, I will cover that point. As we skipped that features today, let me explain you now. Okay. Basically, first and foremost, being a Tableau developer or data analyst, we will work on data. correct? We will work on data only. And the data can be in any format. It can be in the form of a text file, it can be in the form of Excel file, okay? It can be in the form of PDF, or it can be in the form of any database. We have many databases available in the market, right? Like MySQL, correct? And SQL Server, right? Sorry. So like MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, like that, we have many databases available in the market. It can be in any format. The data can be in the any format. We can access the data easily to with the Tableau. Okay. Is it a free software? Not really, Debarshi. Actually, for students, Tableau desktop is free for 1 year. Okay. We will get a trial version for 14 days. Whenever I will show you the installation process, you can install the free trial. It will be available for you 14 days. But in every batch, I will suggest to all my students that to, you know, get any of the student ID. If you are a student, that is well and good. If you are not a student, you may have some relatives or family friends, right? If they are student from any background is fine, maybe BTech degree, any student is fine. But that person should be the current academic student. Please ask a student ID. They will have their student ID card, right? Just try to ask them to send the picture of their student ID. By uploading that picture, we can download the Tableau desktop for free for 1 year. This is the process usually we will follow every time. Is it okay? Till you get that student ID, we can use that trial version. It will be free for 14 days. And of course, some people, what they will do, it will be a little bit difficult, but for every 14 days with a different mail IDs, they will try to access the Tableau, desktop until they get any student ID. But anyways, as we will have many, friends or family, we can easily get any of the student ID, correct? As it can be like any domain, it's not compulsory that we should get the ID from for only the BTech students and all. We can get from any domain, any stream, the current student ID. Okay. So as I'm discussing here, that data can be in any format. We can connect that data to the Tableau and we can create the Tableau reports. Okay. And suppose, imagine this as a database, okay, where our data will be present. Just imagine this as a Tableau desktop where we will create all the Tableau reports. Okay. So we have data here. We are creating Tableau reports here, right? So basically there should be something in between which helps us to connect the data to the Tableau desktop, right? The data can be in any format. Let's imagine we have the data in this database and this is the Tableau desktop where we will create the graphs. So there should be something in between which helps us to connect the data to the Tableau desktop, right? That is called as Tableau connection. Okay, Tableau connection. We have two types of Tableau connection. One is called as live connection and the second one is called as extract connection. Okay, basically what is Tableau connection and what is Tableau connection? I just explained you, that I can say that is something like a communication path which helps us to connect the database to the Tableau desktop, right? But what is live connection and what is extract connection, and in which cases we will use live connection and in which cases or in which scenarios we will use extract connection? We'll discuss this detailedly in going forward. Like we will have a concept called as Tableau connection. In that class, we will discuss about this detailedly. But for now, just understand our data will be in any format or in any database. We need to connect the data to the Tableau desktop. Then only we can able to create the Tableau reports. Okay. Am I clear? So now let's open Tableau. Here, as you can see, something called as connect towards the left side, right? As I said just now, the data can be in any format. These are all the available formats in the Tableau. You can see here Microsoft Excel, text file, JSON file, PDF file, like that. Under server, we can have many servers here. That means these are all the types of databases. If I click on more here, these are all the types of databases available in the Tableau. According to our, basically, depending on the client, right? In any office, we will work for any client. On depending on the client's database, we will connect to that database, right? So these are all the available databases in the Tableau. Mostly we will use either MySQL or SQL Server in the real time. Okay, so this is the place where we can connect our data. Below connect, we can see all these things. Okay, to connect the data, we will just click, we will use this one only. We'll click from here only. Okay, and at the bottom, you can see something called as saved data sources. We have two data sources here. One is sample superstore and the another one is world indicators. Okay, this is nothing but, I can say, just for practice purpose, Tableau is providing the free data sources we can access from here. Once you are learning Tableau, you can just access the data from here and you can practice the Tableau concepts from here. Okay, and in the center you can see many files and one option called as open. Basically, what are all the files recently I created, all those files will be saved here. Okay, and towards the right side there is something called as discover. Basically, you can ignore that. If you have any updates from the Tableau community, you can able to see that. And these are all some resources of the Tableau. Basically, it's of no use. The main concept is we will use this connect only. Okay, and this is the basic user interface or the first page. Whenever we open the Tableau desktop, we can able to see this one. Now let's see how to create, let's start creating our first Tableau report. Okay, to do that, just now the same screenshot I have shown you, right? This is one Excel file. Okay, employee details is the file name. I have sheet one here. Only I have one sheet and I have some data here. I have three columns: employee name, employee number, and salary. I have some data. First, as this is our first graph or first class, let's create the sample file only. I mean, let's work on the sample data. So I'm connecting to that Excel file only, employees data. To do that, what I need to do here, we have an option called as Microsoft Excel, right? I need to click that. It will allow me to select the Excel files from my laptop. I'm selecting this employees details file. Immediately after selecting, I will be redirected to this page. Okay, here you can see below connections, it is showing me the file name, right? Like it is saying me I connected to Microsoft Excel and employees details is my file name, and I have sheet 1, right? To get the data, it is very simple. We need to just drag this sheet 1 and drop it here. Okay, and the reason previously I asked, like, how many of you are from non-IT background, right? And because not only that, Tableau is used in every domain. Uh, that is one of the reason, and the second reason is in Tableau, no coding will be involved. Tableau is a very easy to learn tool. You can, anyone without any background, without knowing, without having any technical knowledge, anyone can learn Tableau very easily. We can create all the Tableau reports with, just I can say some using some drag and drops and few right clicks, left clicks. That's it. No coding will be involved here. Okay, so immediately I track this sheet 1 here. I got the data, right? You can see this is the data which I shown you in the Excel file, right? Employee name, employee number, and salary. In the same way, I have three columns here: employee name, employee number, and salary. Okay, and this is my data here. Here towards the right side, it is showing me the row count also. It is we have 37 rows here. Okay, and if you observe towards the top right, there is something called as connection, which I just now explained you. Like I said, we have two connections, right? Live connection and extract connection. By default, we will be on the live connection, and in which scenarios we will use extract connection, we will learn going forward. Okay, and the same thing is displayed here also. But observe one thing, we have column names here, but above column names we have something called as ABC and hash, right? Correct. So what is happening here? If you know something about SQL, you might know what is data types, right? Basically, whenever we are creating any tables in SQL, we will define the data types. Whenever I start explaining the SQL classes, let's see how we will define the data types in SQL. But for now, just understand, we will define data types whenever we are creating the tables. We need to create manually the data types in SQL. But here in Tableau is very smarter enough. Whenever we connect the data, it automatically recognizes the data types. We don't need to do anything manually. Tableau automatically recognizes the data types here. ABC in the sense character data type. We have many data types, like we have character data type, we have numerical data type. Character in the sense all the it will it if any column is defined as a character data type, it will store only character data. Like here we have only names, that is the characters, right? So this is the character data. Hash indicates numerical data. Numerical data in the sense numbers. As employee number and salary, we will store only numbers, right? So numerical data type. Here Tableau automatically recognizes everything. We don't need to do anything. ABC in the sense character data type, hash in the sense numerical data type. Along with this two, we have two more important data types in Tableau. That is, one is geographical data type. This is used for locations. Like whenever we are analyzing anything based on the location, like state-wise, country-wise, we will use maps here. So for that, we will have a geographical data types. Okay, in going forward in tomorrow's class, for some advanced data, this is just a basic data here. In tomorrow in another data we can able to find all these data types. Okay, so and the next data type is date and time data type. Basically for all the date values, if we have some order date, ship date kind of columns, there we will store dates, right? So for all those columns there will be date data type. Okay, mostly we will use these four data types and the Tableau: character data, numerical data, geographical data, and date data type data. But this is just for understanding purpose, I'm explaining you. Nothing to do, no need of doing anything. Tableau automatically recognizes the data types here. Okay, so the same thing is mentioned here also. Like this is the data types, field names, just physical table instance, sheet ones, and the again same column names. Okay, so to create the graph we need to go to sheet level. If you can observe here, there is data source level. This is called as data source level. Currently we are in this tab. This is called as data source level. Okay, next we have sheet level. To create any sheets or to create any Tableau reports, we will go to sheet level. I'm just clicking on sheet 1 here. Okay, in the middle this is the canvas where we are going to create the Tableau reports. Okay, if you can observe here towards the left, you can see the list of the list of the columns, right? We have three columns: employee name, employee number, and salary. All the list of the columns will be we can see here, right? We can see something called as tables. Below tables we can see the list of the column names, right? But if you observe clearly, there is a line between the columns, correct? There is a separation, or I can say there is a line here, correct? Again, Tableau is smarter enough. Whenever it recognizes whenever it it takes the columns, it will divides the columns into two types. The first part is called dimension and the second part is called measure. Okay, I repeat, there is some separate lines. You can see a line here, horizontal line. Whenever we connect it to the sheet level, all our columns will be divided into two types. First is dimension level, and the first part is called dimensions and the second part is called measure. What is dimension and what is measure? In the sense, to understand easily, we can remember that all the numerical columns comes under measure. Okay, I repeat, all the numerical columns comes under measure. Numerical columns in the sense, employee number, we will have numerical data only. Salaries also comes on, in salary also we will have the numerical data only, right? Basically, all the numbers, whether it may be integers or decimals also, but all the numerical columns will comes under measures. Apart from numerical columns, all the other data, like maybe character data type, whatever we discussed previously, maybe the character data, geographical data, or date data type data, all these data will comes under dimensions. Okay, as this is a sample file, we have only 3 columns here, but tomorrow we will see some big data. Okay, but just try to understand the concept here. All the numerical columns will comes under the measure, and apart from the numerical columns, all the remaining columns, all the remaining data type columns will comes under dimensions. And one more thing, technically I can say one more definition, that for all the columns where we can perform some kind of aggregations or calculations in the sense, basically we can perform calculations for all the numerical columns only, like plus, minus, division, like that. Aggregations in the sense, we have some aggregations like minimum, maximum, correct, and average, all those things. Let's see going forward what is this everything. But so what, on whatever columns we can able to perform this kind of what you call aggregations and calculations, all those columns comes under measures. Basically for numerical columns only we can do this kind of calculations, right? And remaining other columns are comes under dimensions. Am I clear? Great. So here beside you can see something called as filters and marks, right? Whenever we create the graphs, if we want to apply some filters, we will use this filters page. And after creating graphs, if we want to edit, if you want to add the colors to our graphs, or if you want to change the size of the graph, text of the graph, we will use this mark shelf. Okay. And we have something called as columns and rows here. We will see that by, we need to basically keep these columns and we keep this column names here, then only we will can able to create the graph. And the most important thing, towards the right side you can see something called as show me option, right? These are all the available graphs, inbuilt graphs available in Tableau. These are all the graphs which are inbuilt available in the Tableau. Okay, almost we have 24 graphs here, but in the starting all those graphs will be disabled for us. Whenever we select the columns, all the related graphs will be enabled for us. Let's see that how to create the graph. Let's see. Simple. Again I said no coding is involved. We need to just drag these columns and drop it here. For example, I'm keeping employee name in rows part. You can see one of my graph got enabled. That means for this data only this graph is applicable. Okay, now I will just drag the salary into the columns part. If you can see, some more graphs are enabled for me, not all the graphs. You can see some graphs are disabled here, but some graphs like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 10 graphs are enabled for me for this data. That is for these 2 columns, all these 10 graphs are applicable. We need to choose any graph according to our requirement. Okay, basically here a bar graph is created. Creating graphs is very simple here, but there are many concepts here. Guys, 1 minute. So basically creating graphs is very easy, but to understand what kind of data, what type of graphs are used, we need to, learn, we will learn going forward. Okay, if I want to change color for this employee names, what I will do, I'll just drag this employee name into the color part. We will get, different employees, we will get different colors. Okay, like that we have few options. Actually we are running out of the time. We have next batch in this time. If you don't mind, I will just stop this session for now, and let's continue this part tomorrow. There are some more options here: how to display the salary, how we will sort the data in descending order, ascending order, how we will create remaining graphs. Let's continue in the tomorrow class. Okay. Yes, Mohammed. Live project in the sense, let me show you very quickly. Oh, where is that? Once we are done with all the concepts, I will explain you this dashboard. Basically, in real time, we will work with the dashboards only. Dashboard is nothing but, all we are just, for now, I created one graph, right? The combination of all the graphs together is called as a dashboard. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 graphs are there. Basically, this is called as dashboard. In real time, we will work on dashboard only. We have a separate concept of dashboard. Not only that, after completing each and every concept in Tableau, we will work this HR analytics dashboard. I will make you to create this dashboard from scratch. This is a real-time dashboard. This is how we will work in the real time. Okay, we will do this one. Great. All right, then let's meet in tomorrow's class, guys. Thank you. You're welcome.